I found another girl's clothes in the guy I'm dating's house, but he says it is his sister's.
Lies!
Lies! You sit on a throne of lies. I, 22 female, was dating said 32 male. We will call him Pete. Pete and I lived in a smaller town that almost everyone knew each other. When Pete and I started dating, I would frequently go over to his house. I would hang out there for hours, and I mean all freaking day. By the way, this comes from OK Resolution 9417 on the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So, I need to give you some background of what his house looked like so you can picture what I'm talking about. He had a 2-story, 4-bedroom lake house.
Money.
Based on what I knew about him, he was very close with his 4-year-old niece and had one of the guest bedrooms downstairs set up with a child's room containing a princess bed, toys everywhere, etc. That's freaking cute. That's freaking cute. I'm not going to lie, that's cute. I know this might turn bad, but that's freaking cute.
Right now, it's freaking cute.
No, it's freaking cute. Honestly, green flags. Lake house, niece. What else do you need?
Nothing.
I knew for a fact that his sister did have a daughter, and he did not have any children, so I thought it was actually kind of cute. It's cute. It's objectively cute.
He's cute.
He would go on to tell me all the time how close he and his sister were and how she would come over almost weekly since her divorce and would stay with Pete.
Maybe too close.
However, one dark and stormy night, it was a particular day. It was Christmas time, in fact, and we had plans to go to a holiday party.
Ooh.
I mentioned the idea of spending the night because he would be drinking and the party was in his neighborhood, and that's a lake house neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen.
They're going to get lit at
They're
that
gonna
party.
get lit. They're going to go on a barge, jump in the lake, skinny dipping. Are you kidding me? At this point, I never spent the night at his house before since we hadn't been dating that long, 3 months, and I was still in college with my campus being a 40-minute drive away. So between classes and working, it wasn't ideal. When do you spend the night? How long are you in a relationship until you spend the night? Riley?
A month.
2 weeks. 2 weeks of boyfriend, girlfriend, or 2 weeks
wait.
Seeing each other a month.
Seeing each other a month.
seeing each other 2 weeks.
You said seeing each other boyfriend, girlfriend.
He seemed very happy with the idea once I brought it up, and we actually, no, probably a month. I think I'm in the month category as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. He seemed very happy with the idea once I brought it up, and we kept having casual conversations until it was ready and time to get ready. Casual conversations.
Casual.
I went to the guest bathroom upstairs to take a shower, and I noticed some black fuzzy slippers.
He just likes to be comfortable.
Yeah, dude, fuzzy slippers can be worn by anyone. I assumed they were his sister's, but when I went to reach for a towel underneath, it looked like a tornado went through his bathroom with all these feminine products and shampoos thrown under the sink, and I mean thrown like in a rush to be hidden. Suspicious. Although, if his sister's coming over every week, maybe she has some feminine products there.
Yeah, but why is he trying to hide them?
Maybe he just wants it to be clean for his guest.
Yeah, he just throws. He's like, that's clean enough.
Suspicious or nah, put your answers in the comments below. At this point, I knew something was up because even if your sister comes here, she isn't going to have hundreds of products kept here. That's true. Hundreds?
Yeah.
After I shower, I mentioned to him about the slippers and the disaster under his sink.
Wait, conspiracy theory?
Conspiracy.
The niece is his daughter.
The niece is his daughter. He looked confused, of course, and said that the woman who does his pedicures gave those to him.
Huh?
What kind of...
That is the worst lie in the history of lying.
One, what? And
The
two,
woman-
why is she giving you such fancy little black
And
like,
hundreds of products. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe he really just likes to keep his skin good, and he uses feminine products because
No,
those are better.
absolutely, but
well,
that's about
me
that.
being the FBI investigator I am, I start looking through the rest of the house. As I went to open the second guest room door, I was able to see in enough, and he came and grabbed the doorknob saying I couldn't go in there.
What is
Secret
this?
room.
The book Rebecca? Does he have a wife stored up in the freaking attic?
I don't know that movie, but is it Rebecca?
I literally said the book Rebecca. It's also a movie.
Or what? See?
But I
There we
did say
go.
the book
Well,
Rebecca.
I just knew it was a movie. I asked why, even though I already saw, once again, a tornado of clothes, shoes, purses, etc. all over the floor. He says because his safe was in there, as if I knew the
What?
code to get in,
He's
or
like, don't go
would
in.
anyway.
You're gonna steal my money.
So I just played dumb, and I'm like, yeah, Pete, of course. I know it's your sister's. So everyone who knows Pete, remind you, I live in a small town, knows what his bedroom looks like. Whoa, damn.
Everyone knows what his bedroom looks like?
I feel like Pete might be the
Why?
town bike. Everyone's taking a ride.
I'm sorry. What do you mean everyone in the small town knows?
Everyone's going to his room.
Grandmother?
He's getting those sweet chariots slapped in his face every once in a
Ew.
while. And he has the super interesting and easy to identify mirror because of all of his selfies on social media. Oh, he's posting social media.
Ah.
I get glammed up and go to the selfies in his mirror. Once I'm ready for the party, he faked a phone call saying his niece is having an emergency and needs to go to the hospital and I need to leave ASAP. I kind of knew this was coming based on everything I discovered so far, but the way he was trying to literally kick me out of his house confirmed that someone was on their way.
Mm.
So I smiled, told him I knew, and that I always get the last laugh. That sounds diabolical. He looked very puzzled as I walked out of the house into my car and said, "You'll be hearing from me very soon."
You'll be hearing me very soon.
After a night of investigating, I found out a lot of things about Pete, such as that he didn't really have a sister.
Whoa.
His job was a fraud.
Whoa.
And most importantly, I found his girlfriend.
No.
Yeah.
But she said at the beginning of the story, she was like, I know for sure he has a sister.
Well, I guess you didn't know for sure.
Didn't know for sure.
Before reaching out to Nicole, I uploaded my brand new Facebook profile photo and sent her a request. Immediately, she accepted me and asked why was my profile photo in her boyfriend's bedroom. Smart. Smart.
OP is doing
the
like,
most. She is
she's doing all
FBIing
of
to the max.
Yeah. All
She
of
is
the information
playing
gathering.
4D chess. She is like who's one of the she is like Ulysses S. Grant's winning the Civil War. Pete immediately starts blowing up my phone, and of course, at the same time, so is Nicole.
Uh-oh.
Nicole asked if she can call me, and I accept. I told Nicole the truth and asked her if she had a daughter. She said, yes, I have a 4-year-old, and Pete does not, in fact, have a sister.
Oh.
I explained to Nicole that Pete and I have been dating each other for several months now, and he told me that she was his sister and that her daughter was his niece. All right, we're dumping this guy, obviously,
Dump.
right? We're
Yeah.
dumb. Is there
Dump
any
him.
reason to not dump?
No.
We're dumping.
Dump him.
She was stunned. She said they have been dating for 10 months, but she never understood why he never posted her on social media and only her daughter, but now she did. Nicole shared with me that she works nights as a vet tech and that this is how we never ran into each other. He has a
He had it
daytime girlfriend and a
all.
nighttime girlfriend.
Damn.
Nicole wanted to know all the details. And at first, I didn't feel comfortable sharing with her, but she really wanted to know the truth, so I did. Nicole then went to our post messages and called Pete out for cheating via Instagram.
Call him out.
I was mortified. She did not paint me in a bad light, but was giving me my flowers for telling her the truth. I thought that was a weird way of showing it, but I understood she wanted to expose Pete to everyone in our small town. Fortunately for me, I did not get any backlash from
Oh,
people,
that's good.
but empathy, and could not wait until this passed over. After being cussed out and threatened by Pete, what a
Wow.
salt of the earth guy.
Yeah. Oh, what a great guy.
What a great guy. And him telling me I ruined a 4-year-old's life. What does that even mean? He
What?
showed up to my apartment throwing a temper tantrum. I mean, you cheated. You are the one who
That
ruined
was
it.
your fault. What are you talking about?
He wasn't violent, but he started crying and screaming how I ruined his life and his sister's. Lol, still going with that. And eventually, he left me alone for the rest of the night. I found out later that Nicole had packed up all her things and left him. He continued to text me for the next several months how I ruined his fake life and how lonely he is, but I just blocked him. But you should
Block
never
him.
block us because we go live every weekday, 3 p.m. PST,
Don't
right
do
here on
it.
YouTube.
Don't
Just tap our
block.
profile. Anyway, 2 years later, I heard he eventually moved to the same state I did and was trying to get a hold of me. Ick.
Get over it.
We ironically saw each other at Topgolf. I think someone told him where I was, obviously, and he came begging for me back. I kindly
Embarrassing.
declined. To this day, Nicole and I stayed acquaintances, and she told me I was the most clever person she ever met. But like I told him, I always get the last laugh. So is she the a-hole for getting the last laugh?
No.
I don't think so.
He sucks, though.
He does suck. He
He's
does suck. What a
duplicitous.
stinky, stinky man.
Thanks,
To the
John.
max. Stink, stink, stunk. But we do got another story for you that's fragrant.
All
fragrant
right.
fellow, and I'm not going to slouch. I want to get back into this episode, but I got something better to say. John, I've been known to be a rambunctious, silly, stupid little boy.
The most rambunctious, silliest boy.
And I was at not even a concert, I was at a movie premiere.
Yeah.
And in the movie premiere, there was like a rap section.
Yeah.
I wanted to get,
that always happens.
yeah, as happens.
Typical.
And I was excited.
Of course.
And so I got up on my chair, started doing a little jig,
Mhm.
and then security made eye contact with me and was rushing over towards me, and I don't want to get in trouble, so I stepped off my chair, but the chair was like 6 inches higher than normal chairs.
Yeah.
And so like my brain did the calculation of putting my foot on the ground, but then there was 6 inches of just air, of space, and my foot just rolled. The foot, like, you know how your foot's usually like this?
Yeah.
It went like that.
Oh.
And then
Dear God.
now I'm in no free feet pics.
There it is.
I'm in an ankle brace, limping around. My foot is black and blue. It looks
I've
like
seen it.
it battled with Mike Tyson. I need to get it taken care of.
There's only one thing I think that you can do that will accomplish that.
And that's ZocDoc.
ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you.
And instantly book appointments with them online.
And y'all, all of these docs have verified reviews from actual real patients.
We're talking about booking appointments with tens of thousands of top-rated, patient-reviewed, credible doctors and specialists.
And you can filter the ones that take your insurance.
And treat basically any condition you're searching for.
Wow. The typical wait time to see a doctor booked on ZocDoc is just between 24 and 72 hours.
Sometimes even in the same day.
Y'all, I use ZocDoc. We use ZocDoc. You should use ZocDoc too.
Go to ZocDoc.com/OKOP and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today.
That is ZocDoc.com/OKOP, ZocDoc.com/OKOP. Let's get back to the episode.
My girlfriend revealed that she followed a guy with a crush on her on Snapchat. I know she's going to cheat.
Snapchat, the platform where all cheaters congregate.
Snapchat, the platform that claps back.
Ooh, the platform that gives you clap.
My girlfriend, 20 female, and I, 21 male, have been dating since sophomore year of high school. Wow, 5 years.
Whoa.
And have been living together the last 2 years on our campus. We are
Dude.
both busy people in difficult majors, but we make every moment we can for each other. This is important because neither of us really have friends here. However, our spicy sleep life is very active, and she's never complained about it to me.
Let's freaking go,
So now-
stud.
By the way, this comes from Big Flatworm 2643 on the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So, last semester, she made a new friend, female, who introduced her to a new coffee shop to study, where she met the cashier, who I'll call.
That dastardly bastard.
After the first time she met him, he told her friend that he wanted to F her, my girlfriend, so bad. Ew.
Why would you say that?
Why? My girlfriend willingly shared all of this information and even acted grossed out by it, which I was as well, because I think 26 is past the age to hit on 20-year-olds.
Half your age plus 7?
Weeks go by of her going to this shop with her friend. I even came along once or twice and saw him. Of course, he would not make eye contact. At this point, we're nearing finals and my classes are kicking my butt. I have grades that I need to meet for financial aid, and going into finals, I wasn't even close for 2 of my classes. My girlfriend eventually showed me she added him on Snapchat. Why?
Because she's lying.
But why is
she's
she-
actually into it. He's the hot cashier. The
But why is she
26-year-old
like
hot
telling on
cashier.
herself? I don't. And a few days later, showed me a message of him saying he wants to F her. At this point, if you were in a healthy relationship, you would, one, you would never follow this man on Snapchat, but you would block him.
Yeah, also, why would you? I think she wants the attention.
I think so.
I think maybe she's trying to make her boyfriend jealous in some way.
Yeah.
Or maybe she's like, see, I'm a hot commodity. You
See?
better stick around.
See? Yeah. I took a photo and sent it to one of my group chats saying, finally beat the jealous over guy friend allegations as a joke. I was so happy this was finally going to come to an end. That was until I saw her face when I asked her what she was going to do. Okay, so until now, OP was like, oh yeah, she's going to block him, duh. And then it's going to be over.
Wait, but she's going to, it sounds like she's going to pursue him.
She couldn't even turn him down in front of me. I knew she was going to cheat. Between my grades, my soon-to-be cheating girlfriend, and my lack of friends, oh no, I started self-harming, hiding it from even my girlfriend. She eventually found out and acted like she understood how she was making me feel and promised me nothing was going to happen. I grinded my butt off through the end of the year and kept my financial aid. I was ready to have a great summer as I finally had this massive weight off my shoulders. My girlfriend then tells me she wants to go visit her friend from the coffee shop and bring her sister and her sister's boyfriend with, a double date. She refused to let me come on a 3-day trip to my own apartment that I pay for half of. Again, I know she's going to cheat on me. Well, she gets back from this trip and the stories are a little muddied and she just tells me she didn't really do anything. And then I see her get a Snapchat from John a day or two after she gets back. We have always known each other's passwords, but have never really gone on each other's phones to look for signs of cheating. But she's a very jealous girl and would do the same to me if she thought I was cheating. Instantly, tons of evidence, telling her mom she's going to cheat, telling the coffee shop friend. I'm sure she talked about it with her sister.
Wait, he's seeing evidence of
her saying
she's going to cheat? Why?
She's bad at cheating.
It's not cute.
It's not cute. Also, she's bad at cheating.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're going to cheat, do it in silence.
I think I'm about to cheat.
You know,
embarrassing.
like, you know, there's that thing where it's like, you know, work in silence, results speak for themselves.
Yeah. Your results are bad.
You do that for cheating, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't even know what my advice is. Don't cheat, but if you're going to cheat,
you suck because
well.
you're a cheater, but also you're bad at the cheating.
Yeah.
None of the chats even mentioned my name. Just her talking about doing it and her mom or friend being excited for her. They suck.
What?
They suck. Later that day, she's receiving Snapchats from him, and I ask her if they're still talking. She cries and says, no, they aren't. I call BS, and after hours of lying, she tells me what she did on her vacation.
This is going to hurt to hear.
She had her sister drive her to his apartment. Keep in mind, she has never hung out with this guy before. She stayed there 3 hours where they talked, and it eventually ended with very disappointing, spicy sleep, according to her. This shattered me.
I wish it was good. You should have just
Wasn't
at
even
least.
good.
Yeah, I know. You threw it away for disappointing spicy
Nothing.
sleep.
I expressed so verbally how much she was hurting me. She watched me self-harm over this and still went through with it. I never wanted to talk to her again, but she's my only friend in the world and knows a lot more about me than my own family. Get new
Don't
friends.
settle for
You can get
this
better
person.
friends. This is now 2 to 3 months ago, and I haven't really talked to anyone outside of her family who obviously are pretty supportive of her. Her mom even high-roads me saying, of X years of marriage, I've never gone on my husband's phone. Whoa.
Have you cheated on
Have
your
you
husband?
cheated?
Honestly, if the mom
she's
is like, you
supporting,
go
I'm
girl,
wondering, yeah.
definitely has cheated on her husband.
Yeah. It's ridiculous to me that this little box is something you can hide information from your partner from, and they just have to accept it. But like I said, me and my girlfriend weren't like that. Cheating to me is just such a childish thing. It's never even crossed my mind to cheat on her. And when I eventually tried to in retaliation, I couldn't even go through with it.
Oh, don't stoop to her level.
Don't do that,
dude.
yeah. It makes me think of her as so much less mature than I did before. I don't know what I expect to come out of this post. I just don't know whether I should break up with her and focus on my degree, yes, and myself, or if I'm overreacting and should just push through the pain she has caused me. And edit, I am a timid person, as many of these comments say. Why did I let it keep going? I loved her and hope she didn't have the guts to do it and that she was seeing how it affected me.
I think he just has to leave. Like, this is an obvious case of this being unhealthy. You have to leave. I know it's scary to leave what you think is a friend, but friends don't treat each other like that. So she's
this
not
is not
really
a good
your
relationship, and she's not your friend.
Yeah.
And
she's just going to use what she knows about you to gaslamp you.
Yeah. And surrounding yourself by her and also by her friend and her mom, who are all supporting this decision, is not going to help you in the long run, especially if you're already having like a mental health issues. It's just going to make that worse. But you know what's going to make it better? Joining us live on YouTube at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Just tap our profile.
Do it.
I also get the people saying, oh, if everyone says cheat on him, he must have something effed up, which goes into evidence with the self-harm, and some of the language is definitely worse than it should be. I was more upset in the fact I never came up in these conversations. Her mom and I did have a pretty strong relationship, is why I added this tidbit. Not that I wanted as much hate in these comments to go towards her mother or her as there is. I understand that maybe her family did want her out of our relationship. I have never even raised my voice to her, so you would think they would tell her to break up with me. This is the aspect I was trying to highlight. For everyone saying medication, I do take antidepressants and did before, but even I can see I should probably reevaluate, see a counselor instead. I appreciate all the positive and negative comments. There is more to look for inside myself, and I see that.
Well, OP, find some help, get some therapy, get some counseling, and I think you need to cut this girl off completely.
Definitely cut this girl
She
off.
is not good for you whatsoever.
Very unhealthy relationship that you have.
Oh, so sad. What's not sad is we got two more stories for
Let me get
you.
through those
Speeder
so quick.
McSpeed read fast.
I found out my husband of 10 years is cheating on me. Then he tried to steal all of my money. If that wasn't
All
enough.
right. Insult to injury.
Insult to injury. Me, 25 female, and my fiance, 26 male, have been together for a decade and have our first child. Our relationship hasn't always been rainbows and sunshine, but it was steady and solid. Or so I thought. By the way, this coming from Puzzled Stable 8001 on the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So, I just gave birth to our first child last November, and I am a stay-at-home mom. Something we both decided and agreed to. My savings are substantial since I earned really good money and saved early on. My savings were going to be used for our baby's necessities while his income will cover the bills.
Nice.
Seems like a good situation.
Perfect.
The condo and 2 cars are under my name. The condo and my car are paid off. It's only his car that are not. I put down half the amount as a down payment, so the monthly payments are not that high. Plus, with my good credit, the interest was low. I did have plans on paying off his car and putting it in his when I got back to work. I'm currently on a 6-month hiatus from work due to sepsis from my C-section and other birth complications. Giving birth to our first child nearly killed me. I am sorry.
That's so awful.
I came back from my postpartum appointment last week and heard my fiance's diabolical plan.
Oh, wow. OP just, no.
It's always when the
pregnancy
pregnancy happens. I did not expect to record it, but the timing was just perfect. Let me set the stage. As I said, I came home from my postpartum appointment and was told I have the green light to devour my fiance.
Oh, okay.
I gleefully went to Victoria's Secret, I guess, and get lingeries and matching bras and panties. Because I was quite hot and ready to jump my man's bones again, I was recording myself and the Victoria's Secret bags when I heard him.
Oh,
I
she's
thought it was
doing so much for
even
him.
more perfect that he was home already, and I got the goodies ready to show him. Possibly make a quick move.
Damn. Girls
Dang,
do
spicy.
She's going the mile.
So I continued recording, but instead, what I heard and recorded broke my heart. I'm so glad our baby can't understand what's going on yet because I don't think I could handle explaining. My fiance of 10 years was cheating on me, had plans to take my money from me through child support, but actually have his parents take care of our baby and is planning to take the condo and the cars.
He sucks. He sucks so much. I hate this man.
I am sick. I am devastated. I am distraught. I am heartbroken. I stopped recording and quietly went to our bedroom with our baby and cried.
Yeah, that's...
I woke up to my baby crying and I felt like a zombie. I was so numb and my thoughts were all jumbled. Victoria's Secret bags were still in the hallway. She was trying to do the cutest thing.
Trying to do something so nice for him, and he made it horrible.
He laid next to me asleep and snoring while I mustered the courage to send the recording to his parents. His parents blew up his phone in the morning and in turn blew up on me, calling me names, slamming doors, punching walls. He forgot that we have cameras in the house, so everything is recorded. He said his parents are cutting him off and it's all my fault. It's your fault.
It's your fault
for doing terrible things. Maybe if you didn't do terrible things, bad things wouldn't happen to you.
You're so stupid. You're so stupid. You can't
silly.
be like, oh, you told on me for for
what's that I hear?
tax fraud.
The repercussions for your actions?
Your own actions.
Oh, actions have consequences?
Actions have consequences. And if
I
you're
am-
too stupid to realize that, then
Get wrecked.
get wrecked.
I embarrassed him and ruined his life.
Good.
I had no right to record him. He said I'll regret it, and he will do everything, and he will get everything I had. I told him, freaking try
You
me.
can try me. I've got proof. I have proof.
I've already talked to a lawyer. In our state, common law marriage is not recognized, and the person who the child lives with does not pay child support. Seeing as everything is in my name, he has to move out.
Suck it.
I gave him the rest of the month to move out. His parents and brother have been reaching out to me and have been very supportive and apologetic. My side of the family doesn't know yet. He called many times and left voicemails, texts, and even emails and letters since I changed the locks on the doors and the code on the garage door. He wants to work it out and go to therapy. A little too late.
Too little, too late. Buster.
I just want him out. I spent a decade of my life giving this man everything. I'm not perfect or a saint, but I've never will do something like that. I just want to move on. There is an edit and some more to this story, but really quick, do we think just like obvious move on, right?
Yeah, obviously move on.
Obvious move on. I don't know how he thought he would
Get away with this?
get away with it and thinks he can get OP back.
Yeah, and also he's so stupid because he's apparently just telling all of his, he's telling his evil, he's monologuing.
Yeah.
He's monologuing his evil plan in while she was home.
Yeah. The thing that you should learn, if you're going to play the villain, play it well. Don't monologue.
Oh.
Just get the act done.
Don't put a
Don't talk about doing something. Do it.
Yeah.
Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it.
Don't put one of those little Dr. Doofenshmirtz like
Evil
self
Incorporated.
like the button he always puts on it to destroy it.
Oh, the self-destruct button.
The self-destruct button.
Yeah.
Don't put a self-destruct button on your evil plan.
Yeah, just do it, you know? I think we're giving good advice to bad people right now. But
Yeah.
Oops. Anyway, edit. I'm sorry for the confusion about my hiatus and being a stay-at-home mom. I was already going to be on hiatus from work for 6 months postpartum, but when we realized how much medical issues I had, me and my ex-fiancé decided and agreed it would be best for me to be a stay-at-home mom for the first year of our baby's life. Ex-fiancé, by the way.
Ex-fiance.
It was a spontaneous decision. I was medically advised against my physical activity labor for 16 weeks, so it wasn't like I could drive different clinics and hospitals for work. So think of it as stay-at-home mom for the first year plus 6-month hiatus. I can return to work now since I've gotten medical clearance. My agency doesn't allow anyone on maternity leave to work unless there's a medical clearance from a doctor. I'm a mobile registered medical diagnostic sonographer. Oh, that's a mouthful.
Ooh.
Since there are people wondering how a 25-year-old can afford a condo and 2 cars, I get paid a higher rate than an in-house RMDS, which is something. Because I travel and work for an agency, I accept whatever assignment I want for the day/week. Both cars are used. Mine is paid off, $15K, and have had since I was 18. The other car is $18K, which I only need to pay $3.6K on since I did put half the amount down with low interest. I've been working since I was 15 and saving money. I'm smart with my money. It's expensive out here. Well, it sounds like you're set up for a good breakup because you know what you're doing, and he obviously
good old breakup.
does not.
He doesn't know. He doesn't have a clue what
He
he's
doesn't have a
doing.
clue. But I think we're gonna do one more story.
My fiance has a girl best friend he says isn't good looking enough to date. I don't trust him.
Babe, I would cheat if she was hot.
Yeah, she's not
but
hot,
she was ugly.
babe.
You got
Don't
nothing to worry about.
So, deleted says, I met my fiance 3 years ago, and I love him truly.
Mistake.
Your first mistake. I'll call him Derek. He has a girl best friend. I'll call her Alex, that I don't know. I don't really like much. She made it very clear in the beginning that all Derek's girlfriends were jealous of the relationship. Sounds like a pick-me girl.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, actually, all of Derek's girlfriends are really jealous of me. We have like a really close bond. He just won't date me.
He just won't date me.
Bummer.
But he would. I get a nose job. He's coming after me.
I am not the jealous type, and I don't consider friendships with the other sex wrong, but I found her statement weird and very different from how I am personally. She just sounds like a lame person. If I sensed that a friend's partner felt insecure around me, I would lay low to make them feel secure and work on the relationship. My friendship with the partner is fine in the background. Anyway, the first year was exhausting, but we were still just dating, so I didn't feel any right to speak since they have known each other for 15 years.
Fair.
Like on weekends when she knew that he was with me, she would call all the time. On my birthday, she called him hysterical, saying that her cat was gone. But then when he was there, the cat was fine? Maybe the cat just showed up. Or maybe she's a liar.
Or maybe the cat's a metaphor for something else.
Oh.
And also this was on OP's birthday. Which means
So
that she was trying
basically,
to
yeah,
pull him
she's trying to
away.
pull him away from his relationship
Yeah.
to weasel her way in.
Weasel her way in, girl. If
But
he
she's
doesn't
not
want
hot
to
enough
date
to
you,
weasel.
if he doesn't want to date you, you don't try and trick him. Just find
Yeah.
someone else. When I planned his birthday, she planned a big surprise party, even though he doesn't like big parties, but he was already at her house. When we got serious, I thought that it was time for me to set boundaries. In the beginning, he dismissed my boundaries and couldn't understand what I was worried about.
She's literally trying
telling
to
you
put a
what-
wedge in your
Yeah.
relationship.
Also,
That's
OP is telling
plenty
you
to
what she's
worry
worried
about.
about.
Yeah.
So what do you mean? You
Maybe
don't understand?
freaking listen.
Listen, use your ears.
Freaking ear holes, dog.
But we had many discussions and communication about relationships and friendships, and he could finally see my side of the story. The relationship soured a bit because he wasn't answering or running to her every single time she wanted. Yeah, because she wants you to act like her boyfriend.
Yeah.
She wants OP's boyfriend to act like her boyfriend.
But he's not going to do that.
But he's not going to do that.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, he's not going to do that. She started being rude and mocking towards him too, so he distanced himself from her until they made up after we got engaged, and she reached out to talk and apologize.
She's a wolf in wolf's clothing.
She's
She's
wolf
an
in wolf's
obvious
clothing.
wolf.
She's so obviously a wolf that it's embarrassing if you let her eat the sheep.
Yeah. She's like Jacob when he turns into a wolf. That's just a wolf.
He's just a wolf. This was 6 months ago, and now she's all over our lives again, and Derek is a bit dismissive when I say she's crossing boundaries. Again, Derek, why are you so stupid? Why
Maybe
are you
Derek,
so blind?
maybe you should just be with her.
Yeah, maybe
Obviously,
if you
don't want to
her,
set up any relationship boundaries. Maybe just be in a relationship with the other person.
Yeah, and then you don't have to worry about the boundaries, Derek.
Derek.
Then yesterday, I was with Derek at a dinner party. He had a bit to drink, and I heard him talking to his best friend, a guy, about getting married. And Derek was telling him that he was excited. His best friend said that he always thought Derek would end up with Alex because of how close they are and how much they love each other. He told him that Alex loved him and always did. Why is the friend being messy?
Because they're trying to wing.
Yeah,
man.
Alex and the other friend are in it together. Derek's answer was that she was great and he loved her too, but that she wasn't good looking, and that was always a problem to him. Ugh.
Don't say the quiet part out loud.
Stop it. Just say, I'm not interested in her.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about this. I expected him to say something else, or at least more. More than just that she isn't physically attractive to him. I didn't know that he loved her like that.
But he doesn't love her like that.
He doesn't.
He doesn't love her like that. He's like, yeah, like maybe there would have been something romantic, but I'm just not attracted to her. But I see her as a friend.
Yeah. That he would consider dating her if she was more attracted to him. I don't know why I'm sad. Maybe I have different views on what love, unrealistic views. Is this a good enough reason to break the engagement or at least postpone it, or am I overreacting? And there is an update.
I don't think you're overreacting. You should be very wary of her.
And also of his not
lack
listening.
Of concern.
Yeah, lack of concern, lack of, not listening to you trying to establish boundaries. I don't know if it's enough to fully break off.
No, but it's a definitely
Huge
a red
red
flag that
yeah.
he's not listening to you. I don't know why he is including this person in his life that is obviously trying to break up his relationship. And he also knows that
she's into him,
in love with him. Question for you,
which is
and also for everyone in chat. Can you keep a platonic relationship with someone you know is in love with you?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can.
We had a friend in a similar situation.
Yeah.
One of our roommates.
Oh, we did. Yeah. And like, we're not really friends with that person anymore because it's really hard to be in a platonic relationship with someone who wants to not be platonic consistently. If they consistently have feelings, I think it's almost impossible.
Yeah. And if the boyfriend knows this and is not establishing boundaries with her,
then he's complicit in it. He probably likes the attention.
Yeah.
Which is a red flag.
Maybe that is a breakup.
Yeah,
in and of itself.
I think it's not quite. It wouldn't be quite a breakup for me, but I think I would have that conversation if he doesn't establish boundaries again. Then break up.
Yeah.
I honestly think I am in
breakup territory.
No. I think I have a friend that does have a crush on me, but I just ignore it and I make it strictly platonic on my side. And I kind of had those feelings, but I love being around her family and I like being around her too. So I just kind of like don't even give into that, and I just treat her as a good friend.
Yeah, I think it is different.
I think once you're in a relationship, you have to set the boundaries.
Yeah, I know. I think that Riley. I think you are, and also there's a like great physical distance
divide.
Yeah.
So I think it is. Yeah.
Well, she might visit sometime, but she's never admitted to me that she has a crush on me.
Yeah. I
At
think
least you have
setting up
that.
boundaries.
If you have that, I think if it was me, I would probably put more concrete boundaries. Like if it was like, if you notice, stuff that was a little bit romantic, I would say like, hey, like now that I'm in a relationship, I don't think you can be acting like this. Like if you want to maintain this friendship, like we're going to have to change the dynamic.
Mm-hmm. For sure. But there's a little bit more to this story.
All right.
There's an update. I talked to him now, and he was very shocked when I told him what I heard. And he said that wasn't the only reason. And he doesn't know why he made it about her looks only, but he was annoyed at his friend who brought her up when he was talking about our wedding plan. He isn't attracted to her in general, both looks and personality-wise, because they're very different, and he sees her like a sister, like his annoying sister. He basically grew up with her since his mom passed away when he was 13, and they were neighbors. He admitted that he knew she had feelings for him under periods of time, but he thought she only loved him when she didn't have another boyfriend, because when she has a new boyfriend, she's head over heels in love with that dude. About making a choice, he said it was a no-brainer and that he would choose me and cut her off, and that maybe it was time anyway since he wants to start the marriage right. Wait. Okay. See, that's why. Yeah,
that's why communication is key.
Perfect. I don't think break up. I think this is perfect.
Yeah. I played a loyalty test with my husband, but now he's upset, and I think I ruined our relationship. This comes from Throwaway Stupid Game, and they say, we've been together for 10 years and have a great relationship up until this point.
It's always how it goes.
No jealousy issues or anything like that. I go out every Saturday with my friend and get dressed up, and I have quite a following on social media.
Ooh la la.
Nothing special, but each one is in the 5 figures, so I post a pic every Saturday of my outfits, plus pics in the week. We got a little social media. Banista. What's it called? Fashionista. There we go. Banista. This is to set the background that my husband doesn't mind me sharing pictures and will often act as my photographer. He's got social media, but very rarely uses it, but always likes my posts. Just checked, and the last time he did anything on Instagram other than like my post was 3 years ago. He posted from a football game. I've seen these videos before of women filming themselves while they confess to their partners. They have started an OnlyFans to film the reaction. My friends started doing it to their partners and posting the videos in our group chats, and I thought I'd do the same. I walked into the room and said, hey, hubby, I've got something to tell you. I started an OnlyFans about a month ago, and I'm going to start promoting it on my socials. Is this a bad move or a good move?
Or a money move? Ah, crap.
I'll be honest, I kind of don't like the prank videos.
I don't like pranks. I feel like a good prank, everyone's laughing.
Yeah, everyone's laughing.
Good joke, everyone's laughing. He looked up with a smile and said, wow, that's brave of you. Makes sense, though, with all the followers you got. Bet you'll make a fortune and can treat yourself to stuff.
That's really sweet.
I think that's sweet.
That's really nice.
Does
Wow,
he,
you took
does
it
he
really
mean
well.
I don't know why, but the fact he wasn't angry or jealous got me really mad.
That's a red flag that you wanted your partner to be angry and jealous.
That is a red flag. Kansas says, I hate this. I hate this too.
I hate this.
Villainess MC says, if it's great, why the loyalty test? Exactly. I started crying and asking why he doesn't care that people will see me naked and all his friends and family will know. He just says there's no shame in it. It's not illegal, so why would he care?
Sounds like such a green flag.
He then said, I've posted topless pics on Twitter in the past, so why does it matter? I said that was years ago before we even got together, and he's supposed to care. I feel so stupid writing this now, but I stormed out of the house crying and went to my friends and told her what happened, and she basically called me a moron and told me to grow up. Yeah, honestly, great friend.
Yeah.
W
Sister.
friend. Oh, sister.
Yeah.
Friend and sister.
Friend and sister.
Well, no, she said went to my friends.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah. But friend and sister right here.
Friend and sister. Do it all.
I spoke to my sister who said pretty much the same thing, and I was starting to realize what I'd done was wrong. I went home, and he was packing his bags and said I'd set him up to fail,
Yeah.
and whatever he answered would be wrong, as I'd either accuse him of not caring or being controlling.
Yeah.
He said, I told you when we got together, I won't tolerate stupid mind games.
This was literally a stupid mind game.
This was after I got out of the car and stormed off, expecting him to chase me, but he didn't. He just drove off. She's still playing games.
She's still playing games.
He said-
Communicate, girl.
He says he's found friends to stay with, and I was begging and pleading him not to go. It's been 5 days, and he hasn't responded to a single message. And when I went around, his friend refused to open the door. Do I keep messaging him my thoughts and feelings? How do I convince him I know I was wrong and this won't happen again? TLDR, I pretended I had an OF to my husband. He didn't care. I acted like he didn't love me. He stormed out. There are some relevant comments. Lip Pussy Gloss says, oh my God, she sounds exhausting. She's too old for this. And Buttercup Cake 23 says, Jesus, I was thinking 10 years. They must have gotten together in middle school because no way she's more than early 20s. She's 34. I'm exhausted just from this story and want to divorce her.
Yeah, no, this is kind of ridiculous, her behavior.
Yeah, she sounds exhausting. She sounds terrible. I'm glad that he's not sticking around for this.
He's not about it. He's like,
nope,
you know what?
see ya.
Like, what a green flag of his response of being like, that's a great idea. Or, I mean, not even a great idea. He just said, that's really brave of you.
Yeah.
I support you if that's your decision. And then she went, oh, what? You're not going to fight? You're not
You're going to fight for me? What? Yeah. Terrible. I think great move on his part to leave.
Yeah.
You
don't
told on
waste your
yourself in
time.
this story, OP. But I think
Hopefully
with
you
that,
learn.
that is our last story of the stream and also the end of this episode.
There we go.
So if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
We love you.
And see you tomorrow.